Andrew Dye here, Unity Homes on the site of a Unity Xyla project in Alstead, New Hampshire. It's a beautiful hilltop site with trees to the north and long views to the south. We are making good progress on this project, which Unity is actually general contracting because it's in Alstead, the next town over from where we're located in Walpole. You can see that photovoltaic panels have already been installed on the south-facing roof of the main volume of this Xyla, and panels have also been installed on the west-facing slope of the garage. The owners are looking forward to having net zero operation in this Xyla and being largely self-sufficient. There's some site work now that the ground is thawing that's going to be happening, putting in the septic system and the well. And interestingly, the homeowners have already started planting trees here to the southwest of the house. You can see what will be a screen porch on the east end of the house, the main volume, the connector, and the garage. We'll take a look around the house and then we'll go inside. The project is at the phase where we've completed all of the mechanical, electrical, and plumbing rough-ins, so that's going to be the focus of this walkthrough today. We'll focus on some of those things on the outside before we go in. You can see the trim blocks here on the side of the double door for the wall sconce and an outside outlet. Unity would typically pre-install the penetrations through the wall panels for those sorts of things in the shop. Here in the connector, which houses the laundry area, you can see in the upper right the vent for the range hood. And then we've got a vent for the dryer and a hose bib here in the middle of the wall. This box here is a shutdown switch for the photovoltaic panels on the roofs. And here you can see the panels on the west side of the garage roof. Here's the north side of the house. Again, you can see some trim blocks for some exterior lights, some wall sconces flanking what will be the garage doors, and a floodlight up high above that gable end window. We've got the main entry door into the connector, protected by this entry porch. And the vent hood in the upper right here is part of the ventilation system. It's a Minotaur system. Got another hose bib here. And these insulated pipes that are coming out of the house here will connect to the compressor for the mini split system, the air source heat pump that's going to be providing heating and cooling to the main living area of the house. That'll be mounted on the ground on a stand rather than mounted on the building itself. And another exterior outlet here under the window. And on the east side here, with the sun coming up, we've got Blue the dog checking things out. We've got another hose bib, some wall sconces flanking the doors to the screen porch, another outlet on the screen porch. And the white PVC pipe you see coming out here is the sewer line that's going to be going out to the septic tank and the leach field, which are underway here. Coming into the garage, you can see we've got some materials staged here, some plumbing fixtures. The owners are starting to bring in some outside furniture to be able to enjoy the grounds here. And this elaborate setup here on the wall of the garage is serving the photovoltaic panels. So a couple of inverters, and then we've got the main electric panel for the house here with the wires running into the house. The main service comes in underground, under the garage slab, and then up into the panel. So here we are entering the connector from the garage. We've got the main entry door here on the left of the connector. This is an entry closet on the right. And this space here will be the laundry area. You can see we've roughed in the hot and cold water. There's a drain that was cast into the slab. Here you can see the back side of the range hood. You'll see the other side of that when we go into the kitchen. That range hood is vented out the sidewall of the connector. And then we've got ventilation duct here. That's the insulated flex duct in the ceiling. And some ceiling lights and probably a smoke detector. You can see that the ceiling was dropped here in the laundry area, and you'll see that other places in the house as well. It's just the ceilings are normally a generous 9 feet high, and so it's fine to actually drop the ceiling in certain areas as necessary for mechanical rough-ins. So we just frame that ceiling down with 2x. Here's the connection for the washer dryer and also the dryer vent going through the wall here. You can see that we've spray foamed around that vent for air sealing. And here's what we call a froth pack, the 2-part foam that we use for that sort of air sealing. And the outlet for the dryer. You'll notice that we've insulated most of the interior walls. That's for sound deadening. These houses tend to be very well insulated from exterior noise because the walls are so thick and well insulated and air sealed. And in this house, we've also insulated all of the interior walls to contribute to the sound attenuation from one space to the next. So here we are in the main living area of this Xyla. As you can see, it gets lovely morning light. It will really get lovely light throughout the day with these windows on the east, the south, and then the west. So here on the right is the kitchen. You can see the blocking that's in place for the kitchen cabinets, and there's the vent for the range hood. So this is going to be the range location. We provide this service cavity that's 2.5 inches deep, and all of the exterior walls and in this interior kitchen wall, the service cavity facilitates the wiring. So you can see switches and counter outlets here. We've laid out the locations of the various cabinets on the blue tape, and we pre-notch the 2x3s that make up the service cavity to facilitate wiring. So it's real simple for the electricians to run wires, just stapling them to that inner skin of the exterior wall panels. Here you can see the kitchen sink location with the drain and the hot and cold water. And we've got some wires coming up here through the slab that will be for an outlet in the kitchen island. So an L-shaped kitchen with an island, pretty typical for a Xyla. Looking up at the ceiling, this is a Xyla with a truss roof. So the roof of this Xyla is framed with trusses, and we install this membrane on the underside of the trusses. That's the air barrier, and we tape the seams and seal the edges to ensure that we get a good air seal in the ceiling plane. We then strap under the membrane, and that provides a space for running wires and installing lights. This space to the left of the kitchen as you come in from the connector will be for the refrigerator and a pantry cabinet. And this box here, high on the wall of this main living area, is for the wall unit that'll be distributing the heating and cooling into this entire open area. So that's a part of the mini split system, the air source heat pump. This space here off of the kitchen is one of the 3 bedrooms in this house. Again, we've got a drop ceiling here. That's for the ventilation system. So this duct will be providing a continuous supply of fresh air to this bedroom. Again, we've got the sound attenuation bats on the interior walls. We've got the service cavity for wiring on the exterior walls. And this closet here to serve this bedroom. Heading back out into the main living area. You can see the light switches flanking this door that will go out to a patio on the south of the house. We've got some Cat 6 wire here run for internet. You can see these hold downs for shear walls in the exterior walls. More switches by this door out to the screen porch. More ducts in this soffit that's been framed down from the ceiling, so this will be a fresh air supply for the main living area. And we'll head into this hallway that goes to the other two bedrooms. And on the left here is the mechanical room, or mechanical space. So this is interesting. This unit here, the Minotaur, with all the ducts coming into it and out of it, this is the ventilation system for the house that's bringing fresh air into the living areas and the bedrooms and exhausting stale air from the kitchen and the bathrooms. And it's also providing some conditioning, so some heating and cooling, and that's sort of unique. It's a conditioning energy recovery ventilator, which means that in addition to providing ventilation, it's providing conditioned air to the bedrooms via the ventilation ducts. This space will also house a pressure tank for the well adjacent to the ventilation system. See more of that drop ceiling here to allow for those ventilation ducts and ceiling lights and smoke detectors. So on the right here we have another bedroom. There's the required attic access. It's an unconditioned attic, so the ceiling is insulated right on top of the membrane with loose fill cellulose, but code requires attic access, so that'll get a well-insulated and well-air-sealed hatch. You have a closet here for this bedroom, and then the soffit for the ventilation system, and that duct in that alcove is providing fresh air to this bedroom. Across the hallway from the bedroom, we have a full bathroom with this tub shower unit. You can see the rough ends for the toilet and for the sink. And the ventilation duct in this ceiling is actually an exhaust vent, so it's exhausting air from the bathroom to the outside. As it does that, because it's a heat recovery ventilator, as it's exhausting that stale air from the bathroom, the unit captures much of the heat that's in that air and transfers it to the incoming fresh air. So we're not paying an energy penalty, so to speak. We're not losing that energy to the outside as the air is being exhausted. Heading now into the primary suite. The master bedroom suite. Windows here to the east and to the north. Got a ventilation supply duct there providing fresh air to this bedroom. This is a walk-in closet here. Another dropped ceiling. There's a vent that goes to the exterior as part of the ventilation system. You can see the backside of the plumbing for the primary bathroom. Which is here. This will have a sink, a toilet, and a tub as well. And there's the exhaust vent in the wall. I love being in this house in the morning. Just the light is really extraordinary. It's wonderful to see. And here we are heading back through this hallway to the main living space of the house. I hope you've enjoyed this little walkthrough of this Unity project at this stage. The next task will be sheetrocking and then finish carpentry. We'll be continuing to follow progress here with future videos, so please stay tuned to Unity's YouTube channel.